All right, I've started it. The great unboxing. How about that? I am specialized. Oh, look at that. Here's the little card that says, enjoy your new ride, handwritten by somebody who packed this. Assembly guide. Oh my God, it's a digital shock pump.
Oh?
No way.
Now you filmed it.
Damn.
Your hose now. So.
Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. I can't steal that now. Here's the good old wheels with some pretty big rotors. Those are definitely SRAM rotors. And oh, look at that. Specialized status 160. Put this down. Amen today. Not for any other reason. All right, look at that. Got the Fox 36 on the front. Specialized status. The Fox float on the rear. With the extra chamber. There's all your lockouts. So yeah, pretty much the dream. Trim NX.
I know. Prepared. Probably has tools in here.
No. No, it's free. Dream. Oh, I need to get a new GoPro so bad. This thing is the jankiest.
How was that?
I've never really heard of them coming with like a digital shock pump. And it's got the grip, Deity grips, yes. Deity's out of Idaho. So we're gonna take off this stupid plastic thing because it will lead to nothing but heartache and stupidity. Replace the individual cogs if they go wrong, but dumbass thing off there. And I know that because I've actually not had it tight enough and it caused big time problems. And see, the brakes they screw in, but they have this little retaining clip, so in case it comes unscrewed, the brake pads won't come out and you won't know that. It kind of looks like a bike now.
It looks like it's getting there.
Okay, they've already done that, yeah. So when you put this here, maybe that's a better chance of being seen. Is the bike's ready? The only thing we'll have to do is bed in the brakes, which we will do. It is Cushcore time, and we could even put stickers.
We should put stickers.
And here's what's funny about how they messed up his bike, because it comes with the valves that you're supposed to use. So however REI did that.
We can have a company that makes Cushcores.
Yeah, they could be knockoffs.
Knockoffs. Yeah, I thought these were like more foamy. More foamy than these.
No, they're pretty hard.
Yeah, so when I got my bike, he looked at my bike and he's like, yeah, those tires and wheels are like $300 a pop. And I was like, yes, please, go ahead and throw those Cushcores in there.
If you have to beast it off, it means you're doing it wrong. So, and these tire levers are made by Cushcore. They're called bead dropper, and they're the best tire levers out there. And then see, it's got a good old tube in it. One way to do it is to get it
Set
on
it
the ground and then catch it. God damn, that's gonna be tight. Right, that's tight.
Yeah, you almost got it.
There it goes. I guess since I've had mine off a few times and put it back on, it probably. There we go. And then you hear it pop.
Oh yeah.
And they have these ridges in here so the sealant can flow around. That's what that's for.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll get it all the way on and realize, oh, I gotta take it all the way off
Son of a bitch.
because I'm dumb. So.
Did that one already have the tape on it and stuff?
Yes. See, it's already taped.
Okay, so you don't have to do that.
No. See, and normally you would see the spoke holes with the nipples, but they've got that tape. If they didn't, I've got the good old rim tape in here somewhere. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I don't feel like digging it out, but I do have rim tape, and you can. It's not that hard to tape. The real bitch part, because you got to get the tire on around that insert. And this gets real tight. You get it semi-lined up. And sometimes you have to kind of take the insert off the top to get this on and then put it on. Does that make sense? But it can be really, you don't want to do it that much. It's almost worth it just to go pay the guys in the bike shop to do it.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, there it is.
And now, yeah, now that you got that,
I got this.
I think
Then-
the Cushcore was $150 and they charge me like 20 or 25.
right, they don't charge that much to, yeah, if you want to pull on the rim that way, then yeah, and it's so much easier if you got more than one set of hands, which I usually don't. See, this would have taken me. There you go. So now,
Hear that pop.
that's another hard part. Then the other hard part is getting the bead underneath
Back
here.
down in.
And so you kind of have to do this thing where, and you should start here, not here, because you want this to be the last thing, because you can't get the bead down in that channel because that thing's there, right? So if you try to start, if you close that part up, you're giving yourself that much less slack, and it can mean the difference between it going on easy. So one trick is you get it like this and you try to roll the insert up and drop the bead down in there. Roll the insert up and drop the bead down in. And if you mash on it like this on against the ground, it doesn't come out as you just, because one thing you can be putting it in and then it's just coming off at the down there. Is I'll sit like, I actually sit on the ground like this, and I'll do it because then I can kind of hold it down with my waist and my forearms. If you get the tool in there too much, you scratch the rim tape, and then you get it all together and it won't hold there, and you'll have to take it apart and realize that you ripped the rim tape.
Gotcha.
So now that you've got it most of the way, you can see that that bead isn't dropped, right? So then you go around and get real aggressive with, but the problem is the insert is pushing against that. So you have to try to keep the insert in place, because you can also just push the insert off when you do this. So you're trying to keep the insert on and also push that bead under there. Then once you get reasonably bead dropped, you can come around and you always use it this way, because if you use it this way, see, it goes in and it'll scrape the rim tape. If you use it this way, it doesn't go in and scrape the rim tape, even though intuitively you want to use it the other way because it hooks better.
Right.
But don't, because you'll scratch that rim tape and then you will not be happy. And sometimes you can just
Yep, there it goes.
if you're a beast, you can just beast it on. Sweet. Okay, that actually did not go too bad. That was actually not bad at all.
Yeah, like I said, I already had to
And then
across the cotton.
so you try to walk it on, but you see it has a tendency to want to come up on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, yeah, you go back and forth between this side and that side to try to catch it. Oh yeah, it's gonna go. So this. Once more. There it goes. So that wasn't too bad at all in the overall scheme of things. Like sometimes it's, and then yeah,
Yeah, I just didn't see if it.
it's kind of janked in places, but, and so to try to seat it, you gotta take the valve core out, because if you don't, there is no way you can push the amount of air volume that you need at one time with the pump. You might could with a compressor, but I can usually do it with just a hand pump. So then,
Where's your safety award?
I know I need to just get that, and you just want to hear it up and start to seat, and you'll hear it snap and pop like that.
Yeah, that's like giving CPR instead of kind of wear out after.
And then you can see by that indicator whether it's fully seated or not. And look at that.
Bye.
Have a good night.
See you, Lisa. It's fully seated on that side. Fully seated on that side. So there you go. The other step is, it's gonna sit there, yeah. You take your good old, actually let me get, I have a little bit of it left. I guess I'll use old regular. And then there's lots of ways. I think the easiest way is, instead of pulling it through the syringe and all that other nonsense, you just do this. I'm like stopping the thing from flowing. So that's a little over 1, right? Yeah. And then now you put that in there, and a little bit, yeah. This thing is broken on the end, so it's not a great seal. And then do the sealant dance, which is to just get that sealant in all those little tiny holes, and the whole thing around the bead. This just works it into. And the sealant will dry up. Like it'll be like, especially in a climate like this, man, a couple of months, and you gotta top it up inside there. It'll dry and evaporate. So it is brake bedding time.